I'm mad at it because I like that kind of spirit. I like the kind of spirit that don't want to lose.
I probably repeated it loads of times, but my best boxing night, and I'll never ever forget it. I was in Sheffield to watch, Errol Spence v. Kell Brook. I knew Errol Spence was good, and you know what? I was absolutely gobsmacked. Since then, I'll be honest, not just a fanboy type thing. He's my favourite fighter. To get me, but to actually see him and develop, and to come back from the crash, the eye injury. We're talking about someone that in 30 years' time, I'm not just being biased. He's the best, He's the best.
Yeah, one of the best. Yeah, I agree with that.
He keeps getting better. And the fact that he has a nutritionist now and he rededicated himself, bro, that means destruction for everybody he gets in the ring with, bro. He gonna try to give it to you. He gonna break your will and your body at the same time, bro. Like, he gonna make you big.
Can you just, what's happening over your ways? Is it Bud Spence that's happening, or is it all bullshit? What?
And I'll be like, man, Earl's a better boxer than me. It's like, what you talking about? Yeah, the flashy shit does not make a fighter a better boxer. Goodness, man. I'm like, if y'all think moving makes a fighter a better boxer, y'all got a lot to learn.
That's why I say
I've been optimistic on it. It's just weird to me, bro.
That's the reason why I say EJ has more skills than Bud Crawford. EJ has more skills than Bud Crawford. He's more skilled than Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is more athletic than EJ, but EJ is more skilled.
We can't even say that. He displays his athleticism differently than EJ.
Like, what I want you to do is go look at Earl's amateur fights, bro. You want to see him go in his bag? Go ahead. You'll see all more boxing. You'll be able to see more Lamont Peterson mixed with Mikey Garcia fights, and people overlook this shit. I got a clip now. Look at Earl Spence footwork in the Lamont Peterson fight. Bro, he won't walk straight up. He was like pivoting, two-stepping out, throwing them off. And entertaining them.
Lamont Peterson is dope.
I believe that's the reason why I say EJ is more skilled than Bud. We just saw EJ fight multiple styles. We only seen Bud fight one style.
Listen. I can't even say that he's more skilled than Bud. I can say that he has different attributes. He's a bigger motherfucker in the first place, bro. It's like me versus my late big brother. Like, we don't even belong in the same ring. You could just happen to make the weight, nigga. Like, that nigga's a ringer. You ever played a basketball tournament when the age limit was 15 and this nigga's 16, but his birthday fell into it? But he's a fucking, that nigga's a ringer, bro. That nigga's a fucking ringer. EJ is a fucking ringer. He don't belong in the ring with Bud, and it's not about skill or who I think this. Like, I don't get caught up in semantics, bro. Like, for real, EJ, you a fucking ringer, my nigga. You should be fighting Canelo. That's the motherfucker you should be chasing. You beat up on Bud, like, and I'm a Bud fan and I'm an EJ fan. You're not gonna get no credit from me for beating up Bud. Bud gonna get the credit for beating up EJ, but EJ ain't gonna get the credit for beating up Bud.
That ain't cool, bro.
Come on, bro. Listen. I'm not talking about respect. I'm not talking about, listen.
So he went down 7 pounds, bro.
Listen,
get away from him.
Brother, I'm not taking nothing. I'm not taking it from him. I'm not taking it from him. I promise I'm not taking it from him.
You discredit him, too big.
I'm not discrediting the man. That's not what I'm saying, bro. That's not what I'm saying.
On here what this shit sound like, bro.
Yo, all right, pardon me. Okay. Excuse me then, brother.
No, I'm just saying, bro.
It's not that yo, listen. When you could take it's not evenly matched from the beginning.
The man that busted his ass with 2 setbacks and still did what the other dude could do. Without no problems with making weight, even without a nutritionist, bro.
Right, all right.
How many people? Everybody come down in their weight, bro.
I'm not going to recant my statement, but I will rephrase my statement.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, you don't have to, BC. You my dog, but you can't say you
my natural body weight. My natural body weight without doing anything is 150. That's my natural body weight. When I work out, when I like years and I lost 18 pounds, I'm 150 now. That's my natural body weight. When I work out, I'm 170. That's workout. My natural body weight is 150. If your natural body weight with no working out is 180, 185, we're not
his natural body weight, bro. He ballooned up to that weight. Y'all need to get that shit straight.
No, his
natural body was not 180, bro. He ballooned up to that shit.
No, what y'all fella realize is nobody in the sport of boxing.
When I was training, I got to train around with Earl, bro.
Yeah, so it's going. That's why I continued it.
I ballooned to 168. I ballooned to 168.
Listen. Nobody in the sport of boxing fight at their natural body weight when they stop boxing.
I'm trying to tell you.
Nobody.
No, I know it.
I've been following boxing for 40 years. Nobody in the sport of boxing box at their natural body weight when they come in the sport of boxing. They
you can enjoy it right here, Zoo.
In their later years, because they can't lose the weight no more. So they move up to their natural body weight. But when they come in, nobody come in at their natural body weight. And if EJ can fight at 147, he's not no weight bully. He's 147. Bud was fighting at 35. Now he's at 147. So you saying you can't give EJ credit for beating Bud, but you give Bud credit for beating EJ. But
make sure y'all hit the like button.
I didn't say that way. It sounded like I didn't say it that way. I just said I look at it differently. I just look at it differently. Like I look at it like it's an upset if Bud wins. It's not an upset if EJ wins.
Don't be silly.
It's not an upset neither way. It's not an upset neither way because
I had to continue to cook, sis. It was too good.
I didn't say that. It's not there is no such thing as a 50-50 anything.
You said it'd be upset if Bud wins. Are you messing?
Nah, I don't like reality dictates that. No, it's not. It's like I hear.
That's why I got it. That's why I kept it rolling,
bro.
I
do for a living. Like I look at life, and there is no such thing as a 50-50 and nothing.
Yes, it is.
Nah, it's not. It's a 50-50 chance. It's a 50-50 chance that if I get my wife pregnant, she have a boy or a girl. That's a 50-50. But there's nothing that 50-50 and nothing.
Maybe in your lifespan, it's no 50-50, but there's 50-50 in my.
What's up, Queen? My girl, they cooking, so I had to continue to live. Keep on cooking, y'all. We still live. I had to open up my shit, y'all, on the cook.
All right, do your thing. I'm listening.
But maybe in your lifespan it's not, but in my lifespan there's 50-50. There's 50-50 in a lot of things. And
just let me speak. Let me speak.
Because I'm gonna tell you how it's 50-50. You might be a puncher. So you have a puncher's chance of beating me. I'm a boxer. I have a boxer's chance of beating you. So it's 50-50.
Depending.
It's a matter of who is
the same as going red or black on roulette. There's no more scenarios.
It's not. It's not.
I just want you to explain why.
In
please
reality,
let me speak. Why would it be a shock if Bud wins? Please explain.
Not so much a shock. It would be an upset. I said an upset.
It's not an upset.
It's not. If Bud won, upset.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. I think Spence will win. Well, if Bud wins, I wouldn't be shocked. You're messing at you. We're talking about Bud Crawford.
Yeah, I'm not enamored by nobody's name, bro. Like, styles make fights. Like, I'm not talking about just who they are and his knockout ratio and what he did. Like, yo, want some real shit? I think he might be in over his head, bro. Bud has a puncher's chance. Bud, I'm a fan of.
Everybody got a puncher's chance in boxing, bro.
You said Bud have a puncher's chance, but Bud is not a knockout artist.
He's not.
Well, and welterweight he is.
No, he's not. He haven't knocked out nobody in welterweight, bro. He got TKOs. Y'all need to stop that.
Okay, whatever. However you want to.
No, it's TKOs, bro.
All right, stop. Hold up. Technical what?
They technical stoppages. They not knockouts, bro. They not knockouts.
It stands for stoppages. It stands for stoppages.
A technical what?
A technical stoppage, man.
A technical what?
A technical stoppage, man. That's what it means.
So it's the technical knockout.
The terminology of it, bro. The definition. I got it, Wayne. I got him. The definition of it, bro.
I didn't make the phrase.
Well, I'm telling you the definition now since you want to try to trick my shit up. I got it, Wayne.
When you look at people's box rec, when you look at somebody's box rec, there is no fucking TKO on their box rec. Okay, let's do
It's not a knockout, bro. It's still not a knockout.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
It's not a knockout.
Still not a knockout, bro. He has not knocked nobody out at 147. Stop the nonsense, bro. Seriously.
Nah, hey, man.
He has not knocked nobody out at 147, dude. He got technical stoppages. That's what he got. He ain't cut nobody water off at 147, bro. Stop the nonsense.
Yo, hold up, dog.
Stop the nonsense, man. He ain't cut nobody water off at 147. Cool out like New Edition with that bull crap.
I didn't go to Calvin.
No, cool out like New Edition, man. Cool it down like New Edition with that shit.
Yo, listen. That nigga, he has a knockout on his record.
Yeah, he using wordplay, but they still break it down. Who do you think he playing with, bro? I could pull all that shit up, man. When they still separate the shit don't still count as a fucking knockout, dude.
Yo, listen.
They still gonna explain it. They still gonna explain it, man. You have not seen that man knock nobody out at 147, bro.
Yo, it's not. I promise it's not personal for me.
It's not personal for me either, but you ain't gonna tell me a knockout and a TKO is the same thing. That's what you're not gonna do.
I could tell you that on the record it's the same.
No, it still don't count as the same. Bro, it still don't count as the same.
All right.
It's not the same on the record. It's not the same on the record. Because if you go on box rate and you put up his fight, it say TKO, and then you see another fight that would say KO.
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you very much.
If I asked Tom Brady how he felt about that touchdown that Eli,
man, you can just go look it up. We ain't talking about how he felt about something, bro. We talking about what you could go see for yourself. We talking about what you can go see for yourself.
The winner.
What are you talking about? You real tricky, but you ain't saying nothing tricky to a magician.
Yo, I promise, bro. I'm not being tricky, bro.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
I'm working within the parameters. I'm working within the parameters that they gave me, bro.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm here to bring them shits down right now.
I do. A TKO's a... Yo.
I'm bringing them shits down right now, goddamn.
So show me on somebody's box rec TKO versus KO.
Dog, if
you can pull it up.
TKO, then you know what we're talking about. A TKO is, listen what I'm saying. You ain't got to keep commenting. Just listen. A TKO is a stoppage. It's not a knockout. It's a stoppage. A knockout is a knockout. It's different.
So which of us is talking semantics?
No, you're not. Are you listening or you're not listening?
I am outright listening to answer what I asked you.
Yeah, he got wordplay, but I ain't going for that shit.
Nah, I'm not. Yo, listen. On box rec, it has wins, losses, KOs.
Okay, and then when you pull it up, okay, listen. That's not all that it has there, though. That's not all that's there, my guy.
Hey, you know what?
It does have decisions, and it does have TKOs, and it does have KOs.
Okay.
That's there too, bro. So they tell you what fights that was KOs, and then they tell you which ones is TKOs.
Okay. Listen.
They are there. So all his shits are not jotted down next to his wins as KOs, my guy. They got KOs and TKOs.
Wins in welterweight with stoppages. However you want to put it.
No, however it is. I'm putting it how it is, my guy. TKO.
Impressive wins. His wins are more impressive in welterweight than they were at 140.
Against what?
More accolades at 140.
Oh man, listen, I don't want to hear that accolade shit. The level of competition is what matters to me. Accolades don't matter to me.
What do you mean?
Accolades don't matter to me.
Is a Hall of Famer because of
I don't give a fuck about that Hall of Fame, bro. You talking to the wrong one.
We're not talking about basketball.
I'm a free thinker over here, bro. I don't care about what anybody Hall of Fame. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Let me tell you that right now. I don't care about no ESPN, no Hall of. I don't care about none of that because I'm a free thinker. I think for my own. I'm not gonna go by because what somebody said. No, I got my own mind.
You said the Hall of Fame then.
So I don't give a fuck about they Hall of Fame or they pound for pound.
That shit matters though, bro.
It don't matter. It don't matter because they say it matters. No,
listen.
I see shit matters, bro.
I'm not debating that. Listen.
It don't matter over here in TWT realm, bro.
Everyone's estimation of the Hall of Fame is different. But the Hall of Fame outside of us who are not professional athletes is the fucking Hall of Fame, bro.
I don't give a fuck what it is.
And I don't either. I don't necessarily. I do. I do.
Don't nobody care about it because you got Rocky Balboa and Rock in the.
You got a fish in his mouth in the fucking Hall of Fame.
That's dummy shit.
Yeah, well, he in there though. You speaking on it? He in there.
Hall of Fame with losing records. Nobody cares about that shit.
That matters, bro.
It don't matter to me.
Look at Mike Tyson's last
That does matter. Hold up, stop. You know why that matters? Because as a fucking human being, could you take 175 ass whoopings versus 51 fucking wins, nigga? Because I can't. What the fuck do you mean that doesn't matter? That shit matters. That nigga's probably more of a man than me, nigga. What do you mean? That shit matters. That's real shit.
He's not more of a man than me.
Yo, listen. I promise you, I could not take no 175 ass whoopings versus 55 wins, nigga.
That's you.
That's real. I'm being honest with you and me. Like, nah, I ain't for that. I ain't for that.
I tell you what. Yeah. When I would have seen that my losses was outweighing my motherfucking wins by a lot, it's time for me to do something different.
By the time I was 16, I didn't like getting hit like that.
You didn't get in the sport of boxing.
Yo, listen. I did get in the sport of boxing, and I got in the sport of not liking getting hit, nigga. Yes, I did.
I did.
He say sound like Franklin from Snowfall.
I didn't want to succeed in the sport of boxing because it was taxing to me.
What was your amateur record?
I didn't have an amateur record.
Boxing.
What do you mean?
You didn't.
Did you have any matches? Did you have any amateur matches?
No. I'm not saying that. I didn't rank nationally or no shit like that. But that's.
What was your record? And that's your rank. What was your record in the sport of amateurs?
Oh, 17 and 2.
17 and 2. Okay.
If we do it like that, it was 17.
Yeah, that's what we asking you, bro. That's the way it's supposed to be.
But I thought to myself, like, what matters? Because like if you don't make it out your division and like I boxed in Queens as a kid and I ain't make it out of the regional shit. Like I lost. Like so I look at it like my success rate, not my record.
So you lost and you never tried again.
I didn't like getting hit, bro.
You start getting hit a little too much for your liking.
I didn't like. It wasn't about if I'm tough. It wasn't about if I'm tough.
That's not for your liking.
It was just a decision that I made. Like, hey, listen, I wanted to be a fucking lawyer.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. It wasn't for your liking. That's all.
With that, so I chilled out.
Well, yeah,
I played basketball. I didn't like.
So, like I said, once again, to you, it matters. But it doesn't matter to nobody because if I see a person that got a record at 61 and they got 100 and some odd losses, he is a bum. He should not be in the Hall of Fame.
I can't look at it like that. I can't look at it like that.
I said you. You can't look at it.
I said I can't look at it like that.
And I said
because of
that's you. I said, but me, if I see somebody with 61 wins and 100 and some odd losses, You're a fucking bum. You do not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. You're a fucking bum. You have a losing record.
But you have a heart that I don't have. You have a heart that I don't have, and I have to respect that.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that got a heart that you ain't got, but they ain't in the Hall of Fame.
You know what? I can rock with that.
Yeah.
But you gotta respect that, though.
I mean,
everybody, every hood's got a nigga. Everybody,
that's not in the Hall of Fame.
Everybody got a hood. Everybody got a nigga in their hood that can't fight and will fight everybody.
I know a nigga that boxed professionally and was a champion, and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Politics, bro.
That's what I said. It doesn't matter. That shit doesn't matter. It's all about who they want to be in the Hall of Fame.
What's up,
that
dude.
shit doesn't matter.
Right.
I had an argument with a cat about I thought to myself, like, Lamont Peterson should be considered for Hall of Fame. And this motherfucker this nigga was arguing with me like he wanted to come ring my doorbell and shit.
Hey,
and I was like, yo, like,
guess
Lamont
what?
Peterson ain't steer away from nobody, bro.
Lamont, yes.
And all of his losses came to quality motherfuckers. Like, he ain't losing
no shabby ass dudes.
Bum motherfuckers. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Did your man make the Hall of Fame?
Nope.
Who's that?
The dude that was
Not yet. Not as of yet.
He was an undisputed champion.
Yeah, Zab was
Zab Judah. Zab was something else, bro.
Yeah, Zab was special, man.
Listen what I'm telling you. He was an undisputed champion, and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Zab was something special, man.
Zab was serious, bro. And he's a real life humble person.
Yeah, I met him a few times. He's close to somebody I know. He cool dude.
Carl Front's not a Hall of Famer?
Carl Froch?
He will be.
Carl Froch. He might already be in the UK Hall of Fame already.
Everybody's not a first ballot. Everybody's not a first ballot.
Yeah. You're gonna get some second and third ballots. Yeah.
Here's a question for you. So you know.
No, he was talking about Carl Froch.
He had all them losses.
Zab Judah retired like 6-7 years ago.
Well, like 2016, 17, right?
Don't you think he should be in the Hall of Fame, even though he's lost that many fights? Don't you think he should be in the Hall of Fame?
Who's that, Darryl? Who?
Cowboy Cerrone. I'm asking because his record, what it is. I'm asking
I don't even know who that is.
You think he should be in the Hall of
Fame? I don't even know who that is. I never heard of him. I'm gonna have to look him up.
Sorry.
I never heard that name before.
Yeah, he don't strike a memory.
I might know about face, but I don't recall that name. I might know about face, but I don't recall that name.
And what about UFC? Cowboy Cerrone lost probably.
Oh, the UFC. I know you talking about.
I thought to myself that Joel Casamayor should be a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he is or not, but El Cepillo was a bad little motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
He was a bad little motherfucker. I remember him fighting Asalito Freitas, and I was like, yo, this little nigga's like, he's a bad little motherfucker, bro.
Hey, B, let me ask you. Hey, B, you right there. Let me ask you about somebody. Let me see, because you right there. Let me see if you remember this guy. This guy was with Top Rank around the time when Manny first came over. And this dude was an animal. Juan Guzman. You remember him?
I know Guzman.
I do.
Guzman was a fucking problem. Bob Arum made sure that Guzman and Pacquiao did not get in the ring with each other. That's a fucking fight I wanted to see.
My dude, bro?
Oh, man.
Juanma.
Yeah.
That nigga was like, yo, I was living in the Spanish part of Brooklyn for like 12 years. And like him and fucking Felix Trinidad was like, Mayweather's my favorite boxer because that nigga has won me thousands of dollars in street gambling, fucking with the Latin community.
Right.
It's like, man, but Wama, he was something special. It's a lot of niggas that just don't make the Hall of Fame because they didn't make the right business moves, yo. It's still a business.
Yeah. It's a business at the beginning and at the end of the day. So we always
three
touch
divisions. You gotta secure a championship in at least 3 divisions, or be undisputed and win a medal or something. There's a prerequisite to being a Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah.
It's not just who the people like, because there's people champions, and then there's champions, and then there's even casuals know them champions. Like, everybody don't remember Arthur Abraham. A casual ain't gonna remember Abraham like that. But like, I remember the Super Six. I remember what made Andre Ward who he was as a household name in the first fucking place. That's why I remember Kessler. I remember Froch. I remember it. I remember fucking Jermaine Taylor. I remember all of that shit.
Yo, Kessler was nice, yo.
Kelly Pavlik was a who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, the Ghost Pavlik, yeah. But Kessler
I was like, who the fuck is this dude?
Yeah.
But he showed me who the fuck he was, and then he shortly exits stage right even.
Yep. Ran into something that was a little too much for him, man. A little too much for him.
But like Carl Froch, fuck yeah, he should be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But everybody can't be first ballot, bro.
Yeah, he probably going second. He should go in second ballot, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he should go in second.
He had a great career.
Yeah,
shit, I think Edison Miranda should at least be in consideration.
Yeah.
For Hall of Fame, but that's just me as a boxing fan. Now, will boxing pugilists and analysts look at Edison Miranda's career like that? Maybe not. But I know that he ain't hide from nobody. I know that he did lose a lot of the big fights, but if Sean Porter go, then you got to put Edison Miranda too.
Dan, you know what? That's a great point too. That's a great point because I call Sean Porter the biggest underachiever because in his biggest fights he lost.
But he's a dog.
Yeah, he's a dog. Without a doubt.
That's what I was saying before when D Free was saying like, well, if you got this many losses, like, nah, man, heart matters, bro. That's why fucking Sylvester Stallone's character Rocky Balboa is in the Hall of Fame, nigga, because that shit matters. This is a country forged off lies and chicanery, nigga. This is the agreed upon language. Whether you and I, brother, agree on it or not, it was agreed long before we got here. And this is what it is. So learn your parameters and move within them. And argue what you argue. But these are your parameters, bro.
I hear you, bro. You cooking.
It's not like you said I got wordplay. Like, nah, bro, it's not wordplay. It's a play on what your instincts and your body tell you. Like, you be in a situation, you don't even know what the fuck going on, but the hair on your arm standing up, and you don't even know what the fuck you're supposed to be looking for. You know what I'm saying? Versus what you were taught in your household. I was taught what I was taught, but the world showed me differently too. And these are your parameters. Now move accordingly, bro.
I hear you, man.
That's how I look at everything.
I hear you.
That's why this was such a dope venture. Like, so many different personalities, so many different genius IQs and minds, and like you might be into boxing, somebody else might be into cooking, somebody else might be into fashion, but we all in the same faction of people.
Right.
Yo, this shit is great. That's why, like, I ain't got no channel. I don't even want no channel. I want to fuck with y'all. Like, I want to support y'all. I do what I do.
Yeah. Hey, make sure you know about the website. You know about the Did you go over and check it out yet?
I didn't. I don't have a computer. I only got my phone.
Okay. You
so I'm somewhat limited with my shit.
Right. You should be able to check it out from your phone too. But see what you can do from your phone, man. And whenever you get a chance, man, you can join the fan, man. We got a lot going on.
I'm subscribed to every last one of you niggas. What you mean? I'm already part of it. I just ain't. AB sent me a couple of emails and shit. I just got I got real life shit going on, yo.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hold you up, man.
Hey, man, we all do, man. We all do.
Pass, I'm trying to do the escape shit, and I'm like shepherding my brother, and like I got real life shit going on, bro. But I'm
my condolences on that, man. I know how I feel to lose a mom. I lost my mom at a young age, so it's been 40-something years since my mom passed.
Got no mercy for nobody, baby. No. I'm just part of the deal.
Exactly, we all are, man. Once we realize that more, I think we'll be pretty all right. But yeah, shout out to YIT AB, the IT. I gotta make sure I add his information to my description. I'll do that later. But make sure y'all over to the website, check him out. Y'all looking for great work. From just back for screenshots, the backdrops, everything, website, graphs. Get at AB to IT for the winning team, man. Check us out, www.twt.com. Come and check us out. We really appreciate it. We got a lot going on. But yeah, hey, it's something I've been thinking about, right? And I was going to save it, but I can maybe you can help me break this down, and Justin come in whenever you feel like it, since I got another live show on. Because once we went here, once he ended it, I opened it up, so I got people tuning in. So because everybody was cooking, so they enjoying it. But I've been thinking lately now with the situation with Tank Davis, right? Far as I know, he's not re-signed with Floyd Mayweather, but it's not about Tank. So let's just say hypothetically he's gone, right? Now, who is next in the stable that can be the possible bag? Now I know most people might not know.
Mayweather?
Yeah. Now I know people might not know.
I only know about him and Rolly.
See, and that's what I was about to say. Most people just know about Rolly and Tank. He has Elio Leo. He has him. He has Richardson Hitchens. He got a few guys, but this the thing, and it's been the history of Mayweather.
He's strategic with his shit.
Yeah,
he not like, that's why I don't know who they are. Not that I haven't seen.
Yeah,
them,
quick,
but like,
hold on real quick
about them.
Yeah, quick, I gotta sit down and if anybody want anything specifically said, just text it to me, and then I would record it and I would send them back. Or if y'all just want me to go off the top, I would do that. But I would rather, for if y'all want y'all PSA a certain way, just text it to me, email it to me. I would do the PSA, I record it, and I send it back to you. Shit, I got y'all. Just let me know what y'all need me to do. Yeah, and I used to coach junior basketball back in the day, to Harry. Y'all doing too much. I'm exposing myself. But yeah, bro. But see that this the history of Mayweather. You know, he gets these guys and he lets them sit on a shelf that's not a freezer and they melt. You see what I'm saying? Like ice cream. But it's a few guys. I think Richard Hitchens, he came out recently a couple months ago and said to Leonard Ellaby, listen, man, I want my shot. So Floyd, to me, he's in some sort of desperation right now. He's going to really need to start putting some other things to work, because other than that, trying to cash in and get some of the bigger guys who are already made to sign with him, it's not going to work. Salute to those men. They got this far in their careers to really be going on their own. So let him do that. But he really needs to do something, because, you know, a lot of people really don't know about all the guys in the stable. And he has in total about 20 something guys, you know. But if people only know about a few, then what the hell are we doing? Oh, it's cool, Zoom. You could be a cannabis connoisseur, but see, that's my big question. What is next? Who's going to be the next bag for Mayweather? So he has to get to working with it and see what he can come up with next. I want to see how fair Richard Hitchens would do. Nice guy. He got some skills. He's not a big puncher, but you don't necessarily have to be a big puncher in the sport of boxing, but you got to make sure that everything else in your toolbox is tight. You know what I mean? So if you're not the biggest puncher, you know, if you're somewhat like a Tim Bradley type of guy, you know, very muscle, very strong looking guy, but he couldn't really punch. But other than that, his boxing skills was pretty good. I'm not gonna get into put him on a grill right now, but yeah, I'm wondering what's gonna happen next for Mayweather. He has a few other guys down there whose names I can't remember off the top of my head, but um yeah, you got Leo, Rolly, uh, Hitchens. I think he got Hatchet too. Oh, how can I forget Hatchet? He has Hatchet. Oh, he has what's the kid name? Thunder Kevin Thunderstorm Johnson. He has him. He's been recently in the interview talking about some things and what he would like to do. And of course, everybody has these sparring session stories that I'm really getting tired of. They keep coming out talking about what they did to these big names in the sport of boxing, but then they're not coming with any receipts. So I don't care what you quote unquote allegedly did to a Tank Davis or a Devin Haney or a Shakur Stevenson or whoever is a big name that everybody love and adore and respect. What you did to them in the past in the sparring session, if you don't have the receipt. So if y'all guys can't pull it up, don't bring it up because I'm gonna be looking for it. And I haven't been able to find any evidence on these guys saying what they did to these gentlemen in sparring sessions. So you got Kevin Johnson, of course, Keith Hunter. I really need to see what's going to happen with Keith Hunter. He's been talking a whole lot. I got a bounty out on Mr. Young Keith Hunter because I mean he's trying to he's trying to get himself out there, get himself known. I think he's moving a little too fast. I hate when these fighters just skip over a whole bunch of guys to where they would get credit and it would lead up and build up their money if they actually beating quality guys and things like that. So we gotta see what's going on. But my question is, what's the next thing for Floyd Mayweather? Who would be the next bag? I don't know if Isaac Cruz is signed to him, but is anybody left? He got to start pushing some of these guys. I seen few of these guys fight. They okay, but nobody really sticks out. I like Johnson. I like Hitchens. I like Hitchens and I like Hatchet. They the ones that stick out the most. The guy Leo, he's he has Arias too. Arias, we seen him take a couple losses, but Arias is okay. But I mean, other than that, he don't have anything that's really like attraction unless he really start putting these guys to work, the few names that I mentioned. So that's the big thing for me. What's next for Mayweather? Who would be his next bag under his stable? I think all of you guys should keep that in mind because this guy wants so much attention. So this is the attention that I am giving him right now. And this is the reason why he wants to be all in the middle of what's going on with the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight because he don't have anything coming in right now. You know, he got his last cut from Tank. He did his exhibition thing. We know he loved money, but right now, he don't have anything coming in. So he's trying to make himself a part of it. I mean, of course, he's going to get a cut because of PBC, but he wants to be in it. He wants to have his banner connected to this fight, which we already know that's not going to take place because neither Terrence Crawford or EJ is doing any sort of co-partnership or even signing to him. So that's Mayweather's problem. That's the reason why he is acting like a whore. He's going to try to go where the money is at because once this fight takes place, everybody's going to tune in. People's going to save up if they ain't already saved up. I know most of my folks in the winning team fam, they already set to go. Few more people gonna get themselves together. People's gonna buy the pay-per-view. It should do excellent numbers both ways from the gates and from pay-per-view. And that's why he wants to have his hand, the further he can get his hand into it, the more he feel comfortable. And of course, this is a legacy fight. And of course, he wants his name attached to it that way too, and just being a part of PBC and not really will be. He's going to be able to say whatever, but you know, the most part, he wants to have his name tagged and connected and tattooed to the situation. What's up, Jess? I kept you cooking since y'all shut it down. So since I had some things on my mind, I figured I'd come on and cook a little bit, at least get like another 25 minutes and get a little bit of time in. But yeah, that's the whole thing with Floyd Mayweather. If nobody's really, I mean, people don't really care, but he wants the attention. But this is the reason why he's acting the way he's acting, and he's like Puff Daddy, wanting to be in the video, want to be on the ad libs and all that. That's how he is right now with this situation with EJ and Terrence Crawford, because he don't have a bag right now, so he got to get to working. I appreciate that, Jus Due. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. But yeah, he don't have nothing in his bank, and who? I mean, I spoke of a couple of good guys. I mean, but how good are they? What's up, Brian? What's going on, bro? How good are they? All these guys are going to be able to generate money? I don't know. So maybe he might lean towards or trying to do something with Rolly. What's going to go on with Rolly next? We know Rolly is a personality, so his best bet, if anything, to generate any kind of money fight, it would have to he have to put Rolly in there with somebody to where it would generate something. But Rolly can't get in there with another elite name at 135, but at least a good one. So Mayweather is in a situation to where he's going to have to do some gold digging. He's going to have to pray that someone just falls on his lap, because right now as far as TMT, he's nowhere. Because Tank is not with this guy. You know what I mean? And we don't know. So far as I know right now, Tank is a free man. Whatever him and Calvin and the rest of the team sit down and decide to do, that's what they're going to do. But I heard the talks, and I seen everybody posting up about Lomachenko returning in October. A lot of people think that that is a hint that Devin Haney and Lomachenko may get it on. But someone had put out a video. I didn't really check it out. But the title itself, the thumbnail was enough for me, saying that, hey, well, Knockout put it out, so it's credible. I just didn't watch it yet. But Knockout was saying that that Lomachenko can possibly be the opponent for Tank Davis. To be honest with you, I'd rather for Devin Haney go ahead and handle his business with Cambosis, and then if Loma is coming back in October, I'd rather see Tank and Loma. What fight would y'all rather see? Tank and Ryan Garcia, Tank versus Lomachenko. Which one would y'all rather see? I mean, because I just want Ryan out the way, I want him to beat the brakes off of Ryan, but I'm more so a little more interested. I would rather see Tank and Lomachenko, but because Ryan is just a big fucking pain in my ass, should fuck him up. Yeah. You said Brian said Loma, Zoomverse, you said Tank, you said Crying Ryan. So that's a 1-1 right now. Jus Due, if you still in here, who you rather see Tank go against, Ryan Garcia or Lomachenko? Yeah, that's why so it's 50-50, but I'm more say I'd rather for him to take care of business. I want him to take care of business with Ryan Garcia and just get him out of boxing. You know what I mean? But just to get him out the way. But the fight that would be more interesting is probably him and Lomachenko, which I got Tank knocking both of those dudes out. I don't care what nobody say. But yeah, so that may be the case, but we don't know for sure yet. Loma is the name. He's the name. I mean, they say Ryan is marketable, but we just bought his property value all the way down last night on Fighters Ratings with Ricky Williams. If y'all wasn't there, I know most of y'all was there. So yeah, this dude, he's not a draw like that with his name in rotation like that. None of that shit don't generate to this guy bringing people to the gate. So yeah, get Ryan out the way. Yeah. 4.5. Yeah, he's horrible. He's horrible, dog. He's definitely horrible. Um, he don't need to be in the sport of boxing. Should go into acting. You know, he about to do Baywatch. He probably be on one of those Telemundo sitcoms or something. Yeah, things like that. He got to look like Jordache. You know what I mean? Remember Jordache? You got to look. I mean, you got to look like Jordache. Go. You know, take that old pretty shit somewhere else. He's not cut for the sport of boxing, man. This guy want to clout chase and want to call out names just to more so make himself stay relevant and to become more relevant. You know, but I think the reason why he does that because he has more followers outside the sport of boxing than he does in the sport of boxing. So, you know, he's going about it the wrong way with trying to get fans in boxing to follow him because, you know, a lot of people not going for that cap and he's been one of the biggest caps ever, you know, and there's a lot of big capping going on, but he's motherfucking goddamn general. He's like motherfucking 5-star general, capping and clout chasing and ducking. But we'll see. What y'all think gonna happen next weekend between him and Fortuna? I'm 50-50 to be honest with y'all, even though I gave how I really felt as him as a fighter, but still because of you know, Fortuna, he's a couple years older than the original time that him and Ryan were scheduled to fight. And also I don't know how ready he's going to be. So it's a 50-50 fight. But if Ryan go in there next weekend and knock Fortuna out, does he get any respect? And how much respect does he get? Not much for me. And I'm gonna tell you that right now. If he go up there next weekend and he the brakes beat the brakes off of Fortuna, he's not gonna get that much respect from me. You know what I mean? He'll get some respect. He'll get a respect for the victory. But I mean, like I said, Fortuna ain't been that active, so we don't know. I know he fought a couple months ago. Yeah, I mean, he looked okay, you know, but we gotta see. Yeah, it's a mental advantage for Fortuna, but he also like 2 years older because that fight was supposed to take place back in 220, if I can remember. You know, if my memory served me correct. Um, I think it was 220. It's probably about 3 years, 219 to 220. We're in 222. So yeah, so Fortuna is a little older. He only had one fight in between that time. The fight that he just had a couple months ago that took place over in Dubai somewhere, Brazil. Yeah, he's 2 years older. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, Fortuna can fight. So hopefully Fortuna really comes prepared and everything. And I mean, he damn sure should do a better job than Tago. He better. You see what I'm saying? But he has a chance of winning this fight, so I'm not counting him out. But I also get little Menudo a little bit of credit. But I mean, shit, we didn't do a fight of ratings on Fortuna, but we should see, man. We should see after the first 2 rounds, we definitely should tell who's going to do what. But if Garcia goes in there and try to be walking towards Fortuna like he was doing Tago, he gonna get himself pieced the fuck up. I'm telling you. So all that going in there and trying to act like you this big solid dude and you can walk guys down and just throw all these power shots every couple seconds. You go in there and have that same approach against Fortuna, he gonna get jacked up. Yeah, man, Nudo. You know what I mean? Should I say girl Nudo? You know what I mean? This dude, motherfucker, goddamn dude. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that fight is going to turn out next week. So yeah, he's on the plate next week. And we're gonna see what happens. We definitely gonna see what happens. But 50-50, man. 50-50. Ryan has been a little more busier, so Yeah, he just had a fight recent ago, not too long ago. So yeah, 50-50 fight, man. We'll see what happens. But I don't want, if he win this fight, y'all, people, oh yeah, man, Ryan is this dude, man. Yeah. I'm telling you, he's good. I'm telling you, he'll do this to Tank, he'll do this to Dev, he'll do this to Shakur, he'll do this guy, that guy. I think if Ryan Garcia wins this fight, if he beat Fortuna next week, let's get Ryan in there with a Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis wants a little shot. I think Ryan Garcia, that's fair enough. If Ryan can beat this sharp up and coming Keyshawn Davis, then he gets a little more respect. His stock could go up some. Keyshawn Davis, if he beats Ryan Garcia, he gets a little respect, and that definitely let us know that Ryan Garcia ain't fit for this shit. So yeah, because of course they're gonna try to go after a bigger fight, but after he gets past Fortuna, I know most likely he beat Fortuna. Let's say we'll probably get Ryan Garcia and Tank. Let's see. We don't know. I think Keyshawn would smash Crying Ryan too. And this the reason why I like to talk about certain guys right now. That's why I don't really like to, talk about the main guys, because you have a few guys that needs to reset themselves, and guys that definitely need to be proven before they can move forward. And Ryan Garcia, Isaac Cruz, Rolly Romero, George Cambosis, and these newer guys, they all need to get in the mix and fight each other. That's why they need to set a tournament. You know what I mean? They need to set a tournament, just like they did the Super Six. They need to bring a tournament back, because it's just too much going on, and with all these different champions and guys, getting a little special, a little extra to move this way and move that way to get in place. I'm tired of it. And all this name calling, we don't want to hear guys calling out names that we know they don't deserve a shot at. It gets on my nerves, to whereas they thinking about a paycheck, and more so they think about proving themselves too. But if you come up gradually, the way you're supposed to, the right way, facing the same level opposition, not getting guys that's going to help you really look good because they don't stand a chance. We don't need that right now. And these guys need to prove themselves. So we got Keyshawn Davis, we got Frank Martin, we got Venezuela, we got all these guys. So there's enough names, outside the money bag guys, that all these dudes can build up and create a bag for themselves, actually tighten up their resume. You see what I'm saying? And move forward and have a closer chance actually getting to a big fight. But none of these guys deserve to be in a fight with Tank Davis or Devin Haney right now. They just don't. This is how I feel, people. And this is what I've been wanting to talk about. So since I'm up and y'all with me, I'm gonna cook on it. This is the situation, and that's why they need to do a tournament. Pit these guys, get the top 10 guys, in the division, and let them go at it, man. And y'all know it turned out, it has the same end result as the original Super Six, but they definitely need that. And then if guys, if they get an invite, I think if they was to do it, and whoever they want to bring into this tournament, you mandate it, and then it's a stipulation. And if they give us some fuss about a mandate, then you put their ass on freeze. You see what I'm saying? You put their ass on freeze. Make sure that they out long enough to where they can get a fight. You know what I mean? Because, and it's a cut down on the nonsense with all the ducking and everything like that. Because a lot of guys want to take the, I don't even know how to say the easy route. That's an understatement. Yeah, I know it's a business blueprint to follow, Brian, but I'm just stating out what should happen. And then, you know, we're doing this is good business because the tournament would generate money because now us as content creators and fans of the sport and fans alike and different, it makes it more interesting because now we definitely get to see some nice bouts go down, right? And we get to see guys fighting against guys they should be fighting as up right now to make their journey, their resume, their legacy, their chase to the bag better by not cutting and sliding, taking secret back routes. You see what I'm saying? Taking the underground railroad and shit like that. You know what I mean? It'll really be good for the sport. It's going to generate it. You know, people tuned into that Super 6 tournament. Who didn't watch it? And it had a hell of a lineup in there. So just imagine at 135, you know, you take out Tank, you take out Dev, and you have all these other guys at 135, these up and comers and guys who's been bullshitting. You know, now the newer guys, y'all can't leap over these dudes and get that shit. Y'all gotta go through these guys. And the guys that's right in front of them because they just started out a little before them, y'all don't get to move forward until you guys can get the guys that's right behind you off your back. Because from what you have shown and for how you panned out when you got a certain chance, showed us that you're not actually ready, you know. And then when you lose in a uncompetitive way, that definitely let us know that hey, this guy needs to take a step back. And these guys does need to take a step back because I said the other day, a lot of these guys are getting too much credit. A lot of these guys, just in my opinion, y'all, are not as good as you may think or some other people may think. I don't think Lomachenko was all that good. Never. I never thought that about him. Never. I don't think Teofimo Lopez is as good as everybody said. I never thought none of these dudes is as good as everybody else said. I always been like that about these guys. And shit, from what I've seen lately, I'm not wrong. You know, until they show me otherwise. They do have definitely enough time and space to reassure themselves. But how much do they want it? And how talented they really are and how good is their skill set. We don't know unless they put that work in. But if these guys keep moving around and want to keep taking, you know, the underground railroad and getting sweet as fucking taboo type of shit, then that should let you know otherwise, hey, this guy's really not that good because look what he's getting in the ring with. I mean, we already shitting on a couple of these guys about fighters that they have faced. And some of these guys is getting shitted on and fought somebody opposition. But you see how that works? So I think we should have that same consistency when it comes to anybody. You know what I mean? But have that consistency of being honest. You see what I'm saying? Just don't be basing it on because you just don't like a fighter. You know, let's have that same consistency about the point of view, because no matter if it's your favorite fighter or a fighter you don't like, it's always going to be something about them that we can point out. You know what I mean? So these guys need to prove themselves, and I think the best way to do it right now if they get a tournament going on. You know, because if they don't, you're going to see some of these guys still getting half-ass opponents because guys are scared to get in the ring with them and things like that. So, hey, They for the ones who say they want smoke, and everybody that I mentioned wants smoke, so throw them in the pit and see which one can inhale the most smoke and hold it longer. You know what I mean? It's a round robin. Loma wins. Any round robin, Loma wins. I get you, Brian. But I think that's what needs to be done, to be honest with y'all, man. I think they really need to get this tournament going on, and because there's some nice guys down there at 135. Too many guys, like I said, for guys to be trying to get around and get purse bids that they don't deserve. That's the thing. And here it is. I understand they got to make their money or whatever. We don't know what's going on in their personal lives. We don't know how they spend it. It's really not our business. But what makes it our business is when they try to get these big get connected to these big names, and then they actually sell themselves short because they actually getting fights when it really is very too soon for them. And then the max that they getting at the time is like, dog, you didn't really up your money. You robbing yourself. But a lot of these guys there, I think they very, very anxious, and so they move fast on try to make their first meal, because a lot of these guys is only getting a couple 100,000 a fight. You see what I'm saying? You know, the guys that got, and I'm not talking about the major guys. I'm not talking about the marketable guys, but the average guy that's coming in just starting, they're only getting between 250 to 500, depending on who they are. You know what I mean? So when Tank fought Rolly, he got as high as, and he 60, 40, 500,000 guaranteed. So he wound up with 1.5 mil. You know what I mean? It's a lot, but it ain't a lot. You see what I'm saying? Because you probably could have got 1.5 mil of fighting somebody else that's not a draw like that. So these guys be cheating themselves, to where maybe you would have took your time and waited, and then later on got a fight with Tank, then your purse bid would have been better. I mean, pretty sure the percentage would have been the same, But yeah, a lot of these guys, they rushing to make a certain amount of money when actually they cheat themselves, because who knows that you're going to be able to get another fight for that rate. And then if you only made that much fighting the cash cow dude, well, what makes you think you're going to get that same much for fighting a guy that's not the cash cow guy? And that's something that these fighters need to worry about. You see what I'm saying? So, they quick to get these money fights, but then they get a chance and not even thinking about it. God taking into consideration, win, lose, or draw, you better look good. You better look good. You see what I'm saying? We can't keep going on off you being a sales pitch because you know how to talk. When once we seen you perform, it don't really match the way that you talk. But you can get paid for talking just as well as you get paid for fighting outside of being a commentator, then you'll be popping. But you being able to sell yourself, that that ain't gonna really put no money in your pocket. You see what I'm saying? It'll get you money in your pocket later, because somebody may buy your pay-per-view. If you get on a pay-per-view, or somebody might actually come to your fight. But I mean, other than that, these guys gotta understand, it's better to crawl before you walk. And these guys is going from crawling to trying to fucking fly. They ain't even going from crawling and skipping, walking and running. They go from crawling and they trying to fly. They all these dudes coming in here on rocket fuel. They just want to take right off and land right onto the money pot, and it can't go down like that. Yeah. AB is a hell of a talent, and he's a hell of a personality, But the personality thing ain't gonna generate money for everybody. It does for AB, but it's not gonna do that for Rolly. It's definitely not doing that for Ryan Garcia. And these guys are moving too fast, so They need to take their time and do what needs to be done. But, you know, all these guys is talking, you know, really badass, but they being precautious, but they moving around like precautious as Peter. You know what I'm saying? Precautious Peter, he's going to think about it 1,000 times before he take a step, before he turn to his left or his right. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. So get a tournament going on. These guys want some money. This is how they earn that money. This is how they do it. By actually getting in this tournament and last man standing come out on top. He gets the #1 spot under the echelon guys. He gets the fucking mandatory for those guys. You know what I mean? Second guy in place, he'd probably, you know, get an eliminator. You know what I mean? You know, break it down, but everybody, you know, gets something out of it. Then the ones who don't fare well, you know, at the tournament, then we already know this dude don't deserve to be in no big money fight, especially if you got served every time you get in the ring, you know, because it's not about you losing, it's about how good or how bad you look when you take that loss. But, you know, like Cambosis don't deserve another fucking $10 million payday. He don't. He should go right back to what the hell he was making before that, because of what was displayed from him, and because of Devin Haney in that fight. This guy got $10 million, people, and he's not $10 million fucking material. I'm gonna say that again. He got paid $10 million. He's not even $10 million material. Cambosis is only $500,000 material. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Yeah, I know, people. I know, I get it. Yeah, he got in his position. Well, he beat Teofimo. No, he only got the 10 mil because of the ambition and hungry, and set out to conquer what he said he was going to do, Devin Haney. This is the problem. Guys getting in situations that they don't deserve. Money-wise, I get it, he beat the guy. I get it. But come on. This is the problem. This guy, he's not good. I never thought he was good. Yeah, I picked him to beat T.O. because T.O.'s an asshole. And I knew all that bullshit that T.O. pulled off was going to bite him on his ass the night that the fight took place. Because I don't think neither one of them is good, but I didn't pick Cambosis because I thought he was a better boxer than T.O. No, because T.O.'s an asshole. He wasn't focused and talked too much shit. I mean, oh, T.O. beat Loma. Loma ain't that fucking good. He's not. He never been that good to me. I said that minutes ago. So what are we talking about here? Guys get put in positions, people. Some guys get put in positions, and the people that put them there make sure they don't get out. They make sure that they are in there for as long as they want them there. And some of them wind up, well, I'm going to get you here, but I ain't going to hold your hand. I ain't giving you no lifeline or nothing. I got you here. I hooked you up. Let's see how you fare out. This is the problem. Yeah. Talking about Teofimo, I think he's better than that night that he performed against Cambosis, but you know, like I said, T.O. was on that bullshit, so that shit bit him in the ass. He's definitely better than that night that he fought, you know. But I don't think those guys is all that good. You know what I mean? And I'm always going to feel this way. Whenever they get in there with an echelon dude, it's going to show. And it showed in the Devin Haney fight. That dude is not good, man. And people was pumping this guy up, and I'm like, really? I wasn't pumping this dude up. This dude wasn't even ranked in this, that, and the other. T.O. would have came in on some shit, he would have beat the boy. Point blank period. I'm gonna be honest about that. T.O. would have came in there on his T.O. shit, he would have beat him. Dude not that good. Look at his opposition, it's not that good. And look at the way he beat his opposition. The shits were close. So how good is a guy when the level of opposition that he faced before he fought somebody that was really any damn good? What's up? We talk sports. Before he fought Devin Haney, a lot of those guys wasn't really that good, and he was getting split decision against these guys. But this guy's so good. We keep saying there's levels to this, people. There's levels to this. Always keep that in mind. There's levels to this shit. And come fight night, you're going to see that there's levels. And you're going to see what level some cats are on. This guy wasn't never that good. He never fought anybody that was really that good. And he didn't get too much of a decisive decision against guys who's not really that good. And the boxing angels was with him come fight night against T.O. because T.O. wasn't focusing on that bullshit. And T.O. had to pay for that. T.O. is also somebody that I'm watching. He's at 140. He's in some dangerous waters. He's in murky waters. You don't know what type of fish is lurking under those waters. And we already know he's going to get a light touch, but how good is this guy? I think he better. I don't think he's a B level guy. He B level in my opinion. He's not A level. It's not a B plus. He's a B. You know, I'm gonna say a B minus. So I really got to see how good this guy is. So after he get this lunchable fight, you know, of course he's gonna try to pump himself up. They're gonna pump himself up. Let's see how long it takes for him. How long it takes before he actually fights someone that's a logical test for him at 140. So, you know, he's in the mix of those guys. He's just a weight class up. But he's in the same position. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are really not that good. And I'm not saying that Dev is perfect, Tank is perfect. They damn good. They're a lot better than those dudes. Yeah. They are. That's why when they get in the ring with those dudes, they show us every time. And we still complain. He ain't fought nobody. You damn right. He ain't fought nobody. Because the motherfuckers you saying is really that good, they ain't that good. But you try to blame it on the fighter. You try to blame it on the promoter. Think about it for yourself. It's your fault too. Because you keep saying you keep pumping up guys and they're not really that good. So you damn right. They haven't fought anybody. You damn right. And with that being said, none never really fought anyone better than the other. Because guys that they've been fighting hasn't really been that fucking good. Yep. Take your pick. Talk about your favorite fighter, his favorite fighter, her favorite fighter, my favorite fighter. Yeah. Yeah, this the mood that I'm in. Let's cut the chase, baby. Before I shut it down. Give y'all another 20 minutes and I'm gonna let y'all go, man. We're gonna go to 1:30, so we got another 16. All right. So let's slow down a little bit on that. Let's think about that. It's our fault. It's our fault. We've been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot of bullshit. Not intentionally, but we've been talking a lot of bullshit. We've been doing some capping. And I'm here to say that we all have done some capping when it came to certain guys. And the reason why I say capping, because we know they're not as good as we said that they are. Yep. I'm to blame too. I ain't leave myself out of it. That's why I get away from that living in the moment nonsense. Hey, a lot of the brothers, they do research. They go back, they study fights, they go watch fights. I do the same thing too. And that's why I was like, man, this motherfucker ain't that good. Okay, we're going to find out. Sometimes I speak on it, sometimes I don't. And a lot of times, it's a lot of stuff I don't speak on. They'll find out how good this motherfucker really is. But I be doing some searching. I don't never say nothing. Once in a while, I pop out and I say something. Boop, you may find out. Damn, who said that? Damn, he was right about this person. Yeah, I don't, because we go by hearsay a whole lot. Because a lot of us ain't doing our self-diligence. Exactly. We talk sports. Daryl, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming through, man. A lot of us just going hearsay, man. A lot of us ain't really checking these fighters out. A lot of them ain't, a lot of people not watching or even know these fighters that they talking about, that they praising as much as you think they do. Some of them just start watching them and only seen one fucking fight and act like they seen their whole damn resume. But it comes out, it shows when they get to talking, and it's going to tell. So that's why when somebody get to pumping somebody, if I don't know, I'm going to go see what this is about. And I'm going to check into that resume. I want to see what he's been doing against what. That's going to let me know how good this motherfucker is. If he been doing against not the same level as opposition, bro, then I'm going to have to think about it for a minute. Well, it's easy peasy. He's levels above these guys. This guy is a B-level guy right now in his career. He getting F-level dudes. Fuck it, why did he lace up the glove type of fighters? Getting F-level dudes, not even D, F-levels. Nah, you good, bro. You good. You can always go back and, hey, Spencer Tracy, shout out to you, bro. You can always go back and play back whatever you missed. This is actually I'll fill you in. This is a continuation for my brother's Jus Due boxing. We was cooking so good, and when the brother live ended, we was in the back. And that's why I called it the backyard cook, because I had to turn it live. So now I'm up here doing my Jus Due, get my solo on, because my ass been a little lazy. Now I've been chilling. This is what I do. I get out the way, and when I'm ready to go, I go. But my fam, I'm always with them, and they be doing so damn much. I'll be enjoying it, but I'm a part of it and be a part of any of that shit. So you ain't never late, bro. You ain't never late. Like I tell you, make sure you subscribe to Jus Due. And make sure you check out that website, the Winning Team website on Spencer Tracy, www.twd.com. Make sure that's our homepage. We got our website up. You can go on there and check out some of the fam, some of the content outside myself. You my bro. So check my fam out, man. They awesome people, man. So, they the reason why. They the other reason why I'm into this shit the way that I'm into it. Especially at this capacity. You know me for years. I always been talking boxing. Anybody that know me on the street, they know this nigga gonna talk three things: music, boxing, and life. Yes, that's three major things I'ma talk. Yeah, and I'ma talk shit and all of it. Cause some of y'all want to hear that shit, and some of y'all don't want to hear that shit. So at the end of the day, I'll be talking shit. But anyway, getting back to what I'm saying, I don't want to derail off of what I was talking about. Yeah, but this is the situation. This is the reason why these things need to take place, because these guys are not really that good and they moving too fast. And then some guys, they're good, but they get on some bullshit and they take the things for granted. And then next thing you know, somebody's beating them that shouldn't have had a chance to beat them. Not because they really was the better fighter that night. No, the motherfucker was misbehaving and he got a spanking for it. So hopefully, guys like, well, I'm only talking about one guy right now, and that's Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, bro. Make sure you can get my math, bro. That's why he wound up in that position. So he's back at the starting block. So get this tournament cracking, man. I want to see how good he really is. I know he's all right, but I want to see how good he really is. And going up to 140 and getting 2 or 3 tomato cans and all that. No. It's already bad enough you getting 1. You know what I mean? And I don't think he need to start off that damn light, but okay. He don't want no mayo on his goddamn sandwich right now. Okay, but eat the dry sandwich, bitch. It's all good. Eat the dry sandwich, anime. All right, but yeah, let's see. Let's see what these guys are really made of. Create your own account. Create your own account. Instead of trying to get on somebody else's account, create your own account. And these guys don't even realize, man, that these guys take their time and they get in the mix with each other right this time, and they should be going against each other and not all calling out the same people. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't have to be this way. You know what I mean? Oh, I got a troll. Hey, somebody yapped this goddamn troll, the pigeon. Link, you fool. Link black. My name ain't black, and I ain't black. I ain't black, motherfucker. There's nothing black about me. My hair is not even black, goddamn it. But I tell you what will be black, your damn vision if I poke you in your eyeballs, goddamn, my eye gouge. Goddamn. Somebody shoot this dirty ass pigeon. No, I ain't make moderators yet. I'm shooting my goddamn self. I shooting myself. So I shot his ass. Goddamn. I know when I next time I go on and do it for my laptop, then I could start putting some wrenches together. You know what I mean? So I got the pigeon out of here. So I set them shits up. Yeah, DS. When I get on the laptop, make sure I hit all the fam up with some wrenches. But yeah, what y'all feel about this tournament thing that I'm talking about? I mean, I know you guys agree. Let's get these guys in there and have them really prove themselves instead of really shortcutting themselves too. They think they taking the easy route, but they shortcutting and they robbing themselves. And I think maybe Rolly Marrero is thinking about that right now. I mean, because what you gonna really do with $1.5 million, bro? You see what I'm saying? Most of that got taken from him. So these guys got to get to working, man. They gotta work right. They got to work right. You know what I mean? So get in there and build it up. It's enough guys that's credible, and that's the whole thing. They're not calling each other out, and they weren't about the biggest fucking win and shit that they can't be a part of right now, and not even realizing what they can be creating for themselves later. Because some of these guys, they calling these brothers out. Some of these dudes, we might not even see them fight like Tank Davis or Devin Haney. You know what I mean? I don't think none of these guys would get at Devin, be able to fight Devin Haney. Because by the time these guys become any worth, Dev would be at 140. So that's what I mean. Like some of these guys, they need to cool out. You know what I mean? And get it going on amongst themselves. And then if they being stagnated and procrastinating on it, goddamn, the mandated tournament. If they don't accept that invite and they bite and said said the dog ate the paperwork and that's why they couldn't sign it, put a little freeze on their ass. You know, work for it, damn it. It's called hard work. And it's a hard sport. Y'all know what it is? Y'all know what it is. I don't mind it, DS. You know, I don't mind it. I love it. You know, when I see a troll or two, you see what I'm saying, doing something right, and I ain't done it live in a minute, so I wasn't even expecting a troll, but you know, not at this one, because I know when they catch me, when they see me everywhere else, they've been waiting for that motherfucker to go live, so I can go over there and fuck shit up. But I don't be mad, people. I don't be mad. I don't never be mad. Even though my energy, my delivery may sound like that sometimes, no, that's just the fire. You know, I just possess. I got some strong lungs, and it carries a certain type of. My voice carries a certain range to where it grabs attention. You know what I mean? So even that may sound one way, and it's really not that way. You know, I love talking sport of boxing, just like the rest of the TWT fam and everybody else that we deal with. You know what I mean? I love talking the sport. I'm passionate about it. I don't never get mad. You know what I mean? It's just I get into it. You know, it's like when you get into that groove. Sometimes you know y'all know what I'm talking about. You get into that groove, you know, and you get into that groove, and then you black out because you get absorbed all up in it. You see what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. Said, long live Shinzo Abe, Japanese Prime Minister. Oh, he was assassinated? You know what? I heard something about that. But I didn't look into it. I didn't look into none of that type of news all day. Yeah, thank you, Spencer Tracy. I'm gonna be talking a little hip hop with the fam too. They a lot of them know that too. So yeah. Of course, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's the thing for me. That's where I'm at. But what's well, Shakur, he wants to get undisputed at 130. He looks funny to me, y'all. I mean, I get what he want to do. I get what he wants to do, and I would love to see the young brother get it. It's well deserved. He's a hell of a talent, one of my favorites in the sport of boxing. I think he's one of the top skill fighters in the sport. Um, but he's big, man. He should be at 35 or 40 right now, but you know, hopefully he gets undisputed soon, and then we can see Shakur Stevenson move up and weight. I want to see him against better opposition. So we, of course, it's better options as you move up and weight. So, you know, hopefully you get this undisputed match. You're gonna have to wait a whole another year and a half to get it. Cause he's a big kid. He's a big young man. I mean, I ain't gonna call him a kid, even though I'm old enough to be his pops, but he a big young man, so he kind of look funny down there. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure when he blow up, that kid is probably 15, between 15 almost 20 pounds heavier than some of them dudes. But yeah, I want to see this man get undisputed. Um, who knows how long this situation is gonna, when this whole Cambosa and Dev situation is over. If 2 fights, 3 fights, whatever the case may be. Um, is he gonna go up to 140? Don't think about a Tank Davis and Dev fight. They're not gonna fight people. They would never fight each other. Not because they don't want to, but it's not gonna happen like that. You're never gonna have them two guys really at the same weight class. I mean, they at 135 right now, but we know the situation. I don't need to repeat that. You know, we already know what's going on with Dev and his situation, and then you know, Tank ain't gonna sit around too long, and then, you know, he can get Loma or do something else. But you know, I think that once Dev handle, once this Cambosa situation is over, then I think he's moving up to 140 once this whole situation is over. Of course, I would love to see him still sit there and defend. That's something that these guys now don't do, as the other guys did. in the years before Undisputed, you seen a lot of guys defend. You know, they necessarily had to be forced because of some hate and shit. You know what's going on with Mel Charlo, that situation. He about to fight Tim Doo. I don't call him Tim Zoo. He's nothing like his pops. Costa Zoo was nice. He was high. Tim Zoo is nothing like his pops, so I'll call him Tim Doo. You know what I mean? So he gonna get flushed. Charlo gonna watch this dude. Danny Garcia going up to 154. And he's gonna be going against who's that Danny Garcia fighting at 154 for his first match? Oh yeah, Jose Benavidez Jr. Dave's big brother. Everybody, if you know him, I know him for having a one leg and Terrence Crawford stopped his ass. But 10th or 11th round and he bout some few years back. He was nice at one time. But then, you know, a lot of street things. He came up missing for a little bit. But I want to see how Danny Garcia is going to look at 154 against Jose Jr. I'm picking Danny Garcia to win. I think he's the better skill. And we got to see how he's going to look at 54. Some people think he's going to do pretty well. Some people don't. I think he's durable enough, but I think as he face you know, heavier competition, it may be a little more difficult for Danny Garcia. We already know, you know, Danny Garcia lost the biggest fights in his career at 147, but at 140 he won the biggest fights there, but he just didn't win the biggest fights at 147. We don't know how much is going from Danny Garcia after the Errol Spence. How is he gonna look anything like the former Danny Garcia? We don't know. So this is a good test. Rashidi is looking for a dance opponent right now. Well, Rashidi wants Boots. Spencer Tracy. I'll give it to you correctly. Yeah, Rashidi wants Boots in it. So we waiting to hear you know, something for Boots in this camp. But yeah, Keith Thurman declined Rashidi Ellis. He don't want no parts of Rashidi. So that's what's going on. So Rashidi say he wants Boots in this right now. So that's what's going on with Rashidi. We all agree that that would be a good fight, you know, especially for the people who say that Boots hasn't fought anybody yet. Damn, Rashidi, the speedy Rashidi Ellis is a hell of a test. It's a guy that I've always been a fan of, and I really want to see his career take off, you know. So it's going 147 once, you know, the OGs at 147 once they move on. 147 is not gonna be a lackluster. It's a lot of talent right there. Who got next guys? Hey, we're gonna see what happens. Bruce Ennis is the #1 voted guy to the reign supreme in the division. It's a couple guys that'll be a good test. I think Rashidi Ellis will probably be his toughest test if I'm just going off of the eye test right now. Out of the guys that he would be going up against once Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford exit the weight class. Rashid the only one I can really see that will give him a real good fight right now. Because Rashid is very fast. He has some of the fastest hands in boxing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. For a lot of years, people were saying that Gary Russell Jr. has the fastest hands in boxing. I always brought Speedy Rashidi Ellis' name up because he's very, very fast. And AB at 140. I hope we gotta see how AB looks against how he's gonna look against Figueroa, yo. So hopefully AB come back to win, because you know some of the losses AB have he shouldn't even have, yo. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, yeah. So 88. So he already got an opponent. So he just saying probably after this opponent, Boots ain't got nobody, then him and Boots will get at it. So okay. All right. Because I thought I heard something about somebody was supposed to have pulled out of the fight with him or something. I don't know if anybody from the fam is still in here, but yeah, I gotta see what's going on. But the latest update that I heard, as of earlier today, is that he called out Boots Ennis. So yeah, and Regis Prograis is definitely nice at 140. Regis is looking for somebody to fight. I was saying that shit don't waste no time. Let men of all men get it in. If nobody don't want no parts of Regis, hey, Regis call out Antoine Russell. You see what I'm saying? That'd be a nice fight. Even though I would like to see them dudes fight for a belt or maybe a unification bout, but shit, he wants some smoke and nobody don't want to give you no smoke. I'm pretty sure that Antoine Russell will give him a shot. But he got a fight coming up too. So pretty sure he'll win his next fight. Yeah, but 140 is definitely a weight class to watch. One undisputed didn't last too long there because of the situation with Josh Teller. He was contemplating going up to 147 and all this nonsense. He got stripped of one belt, then he let the other belt go. So it's two belts out there right now, and he still has two belts. So 140 is open. So he got those guys down there like Peter, Montana Love, and a few other guys down there. Hey, let's get it cracking. Let's see. Hold up. What y'all talking about? Yeah, Brian, that'll be a nice ass fight, yo. Antoine Russell and Regis. Shit, man. I mean, it's so many ways that I could look at this fight being, but I don't really want to speak on how I would think the outcome would be or how it would play out because there ain't nobody putting that together right now. But we'll see. We'll see. Like I said the other day, once the Russells get back to rolling after taking time off from losing their father and a brother, we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty sure Antoine Russell is motivated, ready to go, and I know he wants to become the top dog at 140 pounds, and he definitely has a good chance of becoming the top dog at 140 pounds. One of the most dangerous and most skilled guys at 140 overall. He has everything in his toolbox. Everything he got power tools. You know what I mean? He got them all. You know what I'm saying? So he has everything. You know what I mean? And he's a 3-level monster. He could box, he could punch, and he can fight. So what's up, Dal? Yeah, bro. Thanks. I really appreciate you coming through. Yeah, that's a good ass fight. And like I was saying, Antoine Russell is a 3-level monster because he can box, he can punch, and he can fight, aka brawl. So, he can do it all. He got power, he's strong, he got speed. He has defense. It'd be showcased more as this level of competition steps up. But yeah, he got everything with him, man. He got good power both his hands. So let's see. That's a good fight. Any top 10, anybody in the top 10 is a good match for Antoine Russell, and he gonna be like that Run DMC classic album, Raising Hell, because he's something else, man. And that's my biggest question for me. Who will become undisputed at 140 once they get the ball rolling and getting these fights going on and getting these guys in fights that they should be in that make sense. Because like I said, 140 is deep. You got Brandon Lee is there. So it's a lot of guys at 140, man. So let's get it rolling. We should be getting a lot. We should be getting a lot of fights at 140. So push them out there. No matter what network they on, what banner they on, but we know PPC got most of the best fighters in the weight classes that matter, the attractive weight classes. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that'd be a nice fight. I think I would have rather see T.O. Yeah, T.O. and Brandon Lee would have been a nice fight for T.O. Fimo Lopez at 140, in my opinion. Some people might think that that's a little too much. All right, Brian, I appreciate you coming through. Hey, Brian, you always come through and fuck with the fam, no matter who's on, bro. You always there. I really appreciate your support, and I'll make sure my content is for your fit and every time you come through, bro. I appreciate it, man, and I'll catch you in a few hours. Yes, sir. Shout out to my man, Brian Corbett. Daryl said he didn't know what he was saying. Oh yeah. I mean, he was saying some good things, man, and then something I'm like, he'd say this, but then he'd say this. So it was cool. It was entertaining though. It was a dope conversation. I like and respect his energy. He wasn't one of those guys who want to, think he right about everything, get the name calling, and none of that. He kept it within the concept and on the subject. He kept his energy and his attitude within there. So that's important. Sometimes it don't even matter what guys are saying, as long as they keep in that energy and everything. That's good enough for me. And it depends on how they showing their ass. You see what I'm saying? You say your top three: Bud versus Spence, Haney versus Tank, Wilder versus AJ. You're never going to get AJ and Wilder. It was never Anthony Joshua's intention to fight Deontay Wilder. I've been saying this for years. People in my neighborhood would tell you. I was saying it for years that he wasn't going to never fight Wilder. We ain't going to see Dev and Tank. Dev and Tank is not going to take place. Tank is not going to go above 135. And then let's say later, in his career, if he decides to go to 140, Dev will probably be at 147. Because Dev is not going to be at 135 too much longer. I'm pretty sure you heard what I just said a few moments ago. Yeah. I'm not trying to crush the dream, bro. Yeah, dream on. Yeah. Knockout, what's up, Knockout? Listen, man. Listen, pause for the calls. I'm up here late night cooking, and we got one of the best on YouTube, and I call his man the analyst, because he breaks shit down like Tetris. I got Knockout Boxing 86 now. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Just doing a little cook, man. Just doing a little cook. But yeah, AJ wants no smoke. He never did, man. He never did. I was telling guys on the corner in my neighborhood years ago that AJ would never get in the ring with Deontay Wilder. And so far I've been correct. You know what I mean? I even won a couple bets on that. But the main thing, that I was really cooking about is that they really need to do a tournament knockout. That's the most important thing to me, because we got all these guys that's doing all this clout chasing, name calling. Not that they're not ready, they all professionals, but what I mean not ready yet, meaning that not deserving of the purse. You know what I mean? So when I say that guys are not ready, I mean they're not deserving of a purse. But they all professionals, and we see these guys, they they want to chase the money, and with them chasing the money, getting fights too early, far as a purse bid, they really cheating themselves because you're only going to get your worth and a little bit of extra, and that's not going to be much if you only averaging around, between a quarter mil to a half a mil a fight. It doesn't make sense. And you probably can get that from fighting a couple B or A level guys that's in your class. You see what I'm saying? And then, build up to that. So that's what I was talking about. And to get all this freaking ducking and clout chasing out the way like they did the Super 6 tournament. I think they need to do a tournament at 135. 140 also, but really at 135 because it's just too much clout chasing down there. Guys getting on big stage fights and don't really deserve to be there. And that's what it is. No matter if they got there because it was manufactured or somebody wasn't on a game that night. We know how some of these guys got here, and I really think that a lot of these guys are not as good as a lot of us been saying. I don't really think these Camboses and these Lopez and fucking Lomachenko. I never thought those guys were that good. But yeah, they definitely need to do a tournament and throw these guys in there because they all calling out the same people, but they ain't calling out each other. You know what I mean? And sometimes in boxing, when a fighter said, well, you need to fight somebody, yeah, sometimes it is that. And right now, that's what it is with these new guys, with these Keyshawn Davis and all those dudes and Isaac Cruz and fucking Ryan Garcia. These guys know. You know what I mean? And we seen a couple of these guys, they got a shot and didn't look good. So back to the drawing board. So put these guys in the mix, man, and have them go at it like that. Mandated, give out an invite, a mandated invite, and then they don't want to get into shit. You put them on freeze, Jack. Smack them with a little fine. Put them on freeze, make them a little active for some time, so they can understand what's going on. Because us as the boxing fans, we tired of nonsense, and I think the tournament should take place a little more often because with all these different goddamn champions, there's too many champions in these weight classes. This is supposed to be about one man standing. You want multiple champions, then we'll be looking at a team sport. You know what I mean? Football season be coming up soon. Shout out to everybody. Good luck to your football teams because I don't have a football team. I just watch the sport. So I'm not going to hate on anybody. So you a Dallas fan, an Eagles fan, whoever. If you a football fan, you got a football team in here, good luck to you. Much blessings for your football team this season because I will be tuning in. You know what I mean? But this is not football. This is boxing. So it's supposed to be one face, one man in each weight division, not all these, the silver, the gold, the platinum, the fucking rainbow, the bronze, the cookie belt, and all that shit, the best chef belt, and all this nonsense. I'm tired of all this bullshit, man. So they really need to do something about it. And I think a mandated tournament is very exciting. It's good for the sport. People would tune in, no matter if it's by television, or people definitely show up to the fights. And it'll be a good sell. It'll be a great sell pitch. This is the best way for these guys to earn a dough and to up their stock. Because they're not calling out each other. They're calling out all the wrong people. These guys haven't done anything, and they're not on the attraction level to be talking about a Tank Davis or a Devin Haney. They're not. Build your own shit. Those guys had to get to where they got their own way. And I think that's what needs to take place. And, fucking just get rid of all this bullshit. Are you that good? I don't know. Let's see. You had a big fight that you asked for. You look too good. But we're going to give you another shot. So what you going to do, you're going to jump in this tournament with guys like you and some guys that just up and coming. Because none of these guys deserves a good purse bid fight. None of these guys. So it's not much options for Tank Davis and Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Outside of each other. And the rest of these guys, they don't get a shot. They haven't done nothing, man. And the weight class is a little too deep for all these guys to be fucking rushing. Go earn it. So boxing commissioners, whoever y'all listening, we know y'all be listening. Any of your workers listening, man, get a tournament together. We tired of this nonsense. Give us what we want. We're gonna pay attention. Some of the fights that y'all put together is because us as content creators and fans and stuff put these things into fruition, came up with some ideas. Yeah, y'all don't say thank us, but we know. Because when we talk about these things, that us as content creators, we talk about certain things and they happen without a little birdie saying anything, and it happens, we know somebody's listening. Somebody's been paying attention. So you ain't got to say thank you, because we know if it happened the way that we put it out there before anybody even said anything, even yourselves, then we know somebody's been listening and somebody's been watching. So we going to keep on putting these things together, and hopefully y'all keep on listening. You ain't got to tell us thanks, but we going to know. We going to know y'all telling us thanks, but y'all put it into fruition. You know, so that's where I'm at with it. Yeah, I'm about to shut this thing down, man. I ain't going to hold nobody hostage no much longer. I'm a little tired, and my company getting mad at me. But it's all good. But listen, hey, man, it's your boy Yoda Wise Crush, a.k.a. Crush the Legend. Thanks for tuning into Crush Nation Boxing. This live episode has been brought to you, sponsored by The Winning Team. Make sure you go over to the website, www.thewinningteam.com. Check us out. Seriously, check us out. Check out the fam. Some of your favorite content creators is on there. Go see some of the work, see what's going on. Check out the great work by IT Tech AB. Make sure y'all check out your favorite shows. G5 has been doing a lot with helping everybody get their intros together. So it's a lot of great stuff going on over there. Hey, join the family. We trying to do something great, and we want everyone with a positive mind to be a part of it. And we always feel grateful you guys tune into anybody that's a part of the Winning Team family. This is your boy, Crush the Legend, a.k.a. Yoda Wise. Peace to everybody. Y'all have a great night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, in a few hours. We got some boxing coming on, so we know the brother's going to be cooking. And I'll see y'all then. Peace.